Hey everybody, today on Henry's HowTos, I'm going to show you how to make kofte. Basically, this is Middle Eastern meatballs. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing we're going to do is just into a bowl, I'm going to grate one brown onion. Once you've grated all your onion, you just want to squeeze it because we want to try and get as much juice out as we can. See all that juice coming out? Now you can just store that into a container for later use. Now to our onions, I'm going to add half a kilo of minced lamb. Just pull that apart before you put it in, just so it's easy to mix. And I'm also going to add half a kilo of beef mince. So it's basically half lamb, half beef. Next I'm going to add in 3 crushed garlic cloves, 1 handful of chopped fresh parsley, about 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground paprika, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, about 2 teaspoons of salt, and for spice I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of ground aleppo chili flakes. Now if you can't find aleppo chili flakes, you can just use regular ground chili or even cayenne pepper. And finally I'm going to add in half a cup of breadcrumbs. Now that's not necessary. If you are gluten free you can do it without, but it does give this a nice texture. So what we're going to do now is just give this all a good mix. Now if you do have a mixer or a food processor, you can just throw this all in there if you like. Okay, so what we're going to do now is shape these. So obviously I've got our meat mixture here, and I've also just got a bowl of warm water here. This will just help form our little patties. So what we want to do with our meat is grab about that much, so about the size of a golf ball, and just in our hands we just want to shape it into a bowl. And this is where the water comes in handy. Spread some water on it, this will help form its shape. Now as for the shape itself, I prefer sort of a flat on the bottom, round at the top sort of shape like that, so almost like a meatball, but not a complete ball, so that's up to you. And I'll also just flatten it a little like that too. So you can pretty much make these any shape you like, that's up to you. Obviously it's going to taste the same, but I just want to keep it a little bit traditional. Just like that. Now in the meantime guys, start to preheat your grill, or if your oven, if you want to oven bake these, or these can also be pan fried. Okay, so these are all ready to go as you can see, so let's move on to our grill now. Okay, so I'm just going to place these all on my char grill as you can see, it's like a hot plate. You want to make sure it's sizzling when you put it on. If it's too cold, the meat's going to stick to it, it's not going to cook properly. So as for the actual cooking, it's pretty straightforward, we just need to leave it there. Once we start to see it go brown around the side, like in the center, that's when we'll flip them. So we only need to flip these once. Okay, so as you can see, for example on this particular one here, it's starting to go brown around the edges. So we just want to flip that over, just look at how beautiful that looks. And you want to do the same for all the similar ones. So this one as well. That one there. Obviously all grills will have hot and cold spots, so you just have to monitor that. So guys, once you flip them, it's only going to take about another 3-4 minutes on the other side. And you just want to check for firmness. So as you can see, it's still raw. Once it's cooked all the way through, it'll be nice and firm. So guys, it's been a total of around 8 minutes now. So for example, this one here is one of the smallest ones. See how nice and firm that is? That confirms that it's ready. So what we're going to do is put that to the side and let it rest. And check all the others. The bigger ones will take a little bit longer. It's just like cooking a steak. And there we have it, guys. Our beautiful kofte is ready. Now, of course, I know you guys want to see what it looks like on the inside, so let's slice into one. Just look at that. Perfectly cooked. Now, as for serving, personally, since I was a kid, I've always enjoyed these on its own. But, of course, they go with bread, salad, chips, rice, anything you like. You can put it into a wrap, you can make a burger with it. Possibilities are endless, and it's just such a versatile thing. I hope you like that, guys. Please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Snapchat and Instagram. If you've got any comments or suggestions, just leave them at the bottom and I'll see you all next time.